Hi, today we will learn Dutch or Netherlands about part of orange. Let's start it. In the Netherlands, we have Mandarin orange, which is quite popular because some people bring it for lunch. We call it as mandarijn. Orange itself is sinaasappel. Apple is apple. Sinaas is from China. So it's apple from China. 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 We put it in one word, which is sinaasappel. Potato is aardappel. Aard is earth. So it's apple from the earth. Potato. In English, it's kind of rarely to say orange fruit or sinaasappel vrucht in Dutch, even though in Indonesian language sometimes we say it with the fruit after we say the orange, of course in Indonesian language. But it seems like in English and in Indonesia it's in Dutch it's not common to say it with the fruit after you say the fruit itself. So I just write it here that fruit in English in Dutch is vrucht. Vrucht. And in Dutch we also have fruit, which is different with vrucht. Vrucht. Fruit here is like we have fruit, we have vegetable. So the fruit here is the fruit there. But if you say vrucht here, it means it's part of, let's say, the tree, orange tree. It has leaves, it has the stem, and it also has the fruit. In that case, we call it as vrucht. But this one is for fruit and vegetable, so fruit. And orange peel in Dutch is sinaasappelschil. One word. Orange meat is not the dish, but it's, let's say, fleshy or flesh part of orange. In Dutch is sinaasappel vruchtvlees. With the schil, you put it in one word together with sinaasappel, but this one you put it separately because this is already consists of two words, which are vrucht from here, fruit, and vlees, flesh, vruchtvlees. Orange seed can be zaad, can be pit, but for this one we use pit. We put it together with sinaasappel, sinaasappel pit, one word. And the fiber itself, orange fiber or pith, I thought we can replace or translate the fiber into vezel, but it seems like we cannot. So whenever you want to say that about orange fiber, instead of use the vezel word, you have to explain like the white part that's a bit stringy, that fibery or fiber a bit like that you sometimes you eat or sometimes you have to remove before you eat. So you have to explain, you have to give the definition of it instead of changing the word itself into vessel. That's why I crossed this word. Even though fiber itself, if we translate it into Dutch, is vessel. And orange pulp, in Dutch, we can use pulp also, but it's a bit more into like this, like vrucht. So it's pulp, this one, pulp, 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 a slightly different sound. Or we use the same word with this one. Vrucht. Again, vrucht, vlees. We put in two words, so we put space here in between. We don't put it as one word, but we put as two words. And we have peeling with hand or with knife. With hand, you call it pellen. With knife, you call it schillen. For example, with hand, peeling for banana, banaan, or egg, ei. Peeling with knife or schillen, we use for apple, apple, or pear, pear. Peel, pel, peeled, gepeld. Peeling, pellen, or can be also schillen if used knife. And here is just an extra one because it's interesting. Squeeze, perst, heeft geperst. Heeft geperst, it means have squeezed or squeezed. The equipment itself is sinaasappelpers if one, if more than one, sinaasappelpersen. The equipment for squeezing orange, sinaasappelpers, one, more than one, sinaasappelpersen. It seems like pers. In Indonesian language, we also have the word that I kind of think it's from Dutch, which is peras. Orange itself in Indonesian language is jeruk. So squeeze, in Dutch pers. In Indonesian language peras. The formal one. Informal, sometimes we say peras. So the correct way or the formal one is peras. This is the informal peras. Even though there's word peres, we write it like this, but we read it as peres. It means you fill until it's really full, filling all the edges. So peras is the formal one for squeeze in Indonesian language, but informal we also say it peres. There's peres, fill something until really full, until filling all the edges. Yeah, maybe it's from Dutch, pers. Yeah. Thank you.